Hey everyone. So I've mentioned it a few times on these videos, but I am a film guy. I fucking love movies. I love how film was made, or how films are made. I love watching the behind the scenes work of certain movies. In high school, I took a film class which taught me how to like edit, especially edit movies, like how movie editing goes. And I learned how certain movies were made. All this cool shit, right? I love film. I love the art of filmmaking. I would never be a director or even an actor, but I would love to work like on a set. On a set. Sorry. This is Lean, by the way. Lean. Anyway, so I love film. So I'm gonna give you guys a few movies, like maybe 3 or 4, of my guilty pleasure movies. Now these aren't necessarily like movies that are bad that I just like watching. Some of them are, but these are more just movies that maybe I shouldn't like, but I do. So whenever I'm talking about guilty pleasure movies, the first one, my go-to guilty pleasure movie every time, is 13 Going on 30. It stars Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo, I believe, and a few other people. I would stake my life that there's at least 2 other actors or actresses on the movie, right? And basically, it's just about Jennifer Garner. She's 13 years old. She really wants to be an adult. Passes out one day. Wakes up in a 30-year-old's body, which is rough. Luckily, I'm still closer to 13 than I am to 30, although I won't be able to say that for long. When I hit 22, I will officially be closer to 30 than 13. So pray for me. It's gonna get rough. It's gonna get rough when I'm in my late 20s, man. But anyway, I'm saying this like I'm fucking 20. I'm 19. I have quite a long way to go. But anyway, so 13 Going on 30. I don't really have a reason I like this movie. I just like watching it. I watched it with some of my exes. They fucking like the movie. Like, I like the movie. What do you want me to fucking do about it? I like it. But yeah, it's an interesting concept, I guess you could say. Cause you know, when you're a kid, you always talk about oh, I want to grow up and shit. Oh my god, I can't wait to be an adult, you know, and all that stuff. So you know, it's an interesting concept. Next up on the chopping block here, Jennifer's Body. It stars Megan Fox, Amanda Seyfried, and Adam Brody and another dude. He plays, I know the character's name. I was trying to remember the actor's name. His Chip though. It's Needy's boyfriend, Amanda Seyfried character. I love this movie. This movie is everything I remember 2000s and 2010s horror movies being. I love Jennifer's Body. This movie is so fucking funny. Not like, some of it's unintentional, but a lot of it is. My favorite line in the movie is when Needy is rescuing Chip from the pool and Megan Fox starts fucking flying and stuff because she's like a demon or some shit. And Chip is like, what the fuck? She flies now? And Needy is like, she's just fucking hovering. It's not that impressive. And Megan Fox goes, God, do you have to undermine everything I do? I love that line. That is so fucking funny. The first time I watched it, I genuinely was dying. I thought it was really funny. But, yeah, I like Jennifer's Body. Is it a great movie? No, but I like the movie. I watch it almost every year around Halloween. I think it's a fun movie. I like the concept of that movie too. I like the concept of this Maroon 5, wannabe band sacrificing some random girl in a shitty town to be famous. Although the thing I hate though is that you don't ever see those assholes get their killed or anything. They're killed off camera, which is fucked up. But yeah, I like Jennifer's Body. It's another guilty pleasure movie of mine. So I'm gonna cheat here, and I'm gonna talk about 3 movies, technically 2, but I'm gonna lump them all together. And that is the first 3 Michael Bay Transformers movies. You know, I mentioned Megan Fox earlier. Now we're talking about what got her start, Transformers. Now, Transformers 2007, Revenge of the Fallen, and Dark Side of the Moon. 07, I'm not going to really talk about because I actually think that's a good movie. I think it's overhated to a degree. And if I had to rank it amongst other Transformers movies, I think it's one of the best ones. And I know there's not a ton of competition. Like, I mean, you're competing with Age of Extinction and The Last Night. I mean, a lot of movies are better than those. Last Night is one of the worst movies I've ever watched, by the way. Maybe I'll talk about Transformers, because I like the idea of alien machines, aliens and shit that can scan machines and turn into fucking whatever. I like to think that my Batmobile here is actually a Transformer, but he's just shy. He hasn't transformed yet, which is fine. I'm not gonna pressure him. But back to the topic. 07 I think is a good movie. I do think the nostalgia shades are heavy when I watch that, because I really loved that movie as a kid. I still do. Whenever I haven't watched these movies in a while, but I had a ton of fun rewatching the first movie because I just thought it was a good movie. Now let's get to the actual schlop here. Revenge of the Fallen. Now I know what you're thinking. There's no shot, Michael, that you like this movie. And I don't. This movie's bad. Don't get it fucked up. This movie is bad. Revenge of the Fallen. Well, the script is really bad. The CGI is good. The camera work is good. You know, the technical stuff of the movie's good. The camera work, the editing's not bad. The pacing's fucked up because of the script, so I won't count that. But I don't even think the acting is that bad in these Transformers movies. Megan Fox's acting in 07 wasn't that good, but that was like her first big role. You know what I mean? So you gotta expect that. She's actually pretty solid though, and in Revenge of the Fallen, she's pretty solid in that movie. And Shia LaBeouf, I think, perfectly encapsulates that Michael Bay action movie character. You know, the asshole, sweating, and all that shit. I think he perfectly captures that. But anyway, Revenge of the Fallen, why do I enjoy it? I just think that movie is so bad that it's fun to watch. The movie's not intentionally funny. Outside of when Shia LaBeouf goes to that party at his college, he's like, I want to go get you a tighter shirt. And that dude's like, there isn't a tighter shirt. We checked. And he fist bumps his bro. And I love that. I thought that was so funny when I was rewatching that. And I even liked immediately after that when he's like, how about I park my foot in your ass? And Shia LaBeouf goes, what size shoe do you wear? Like, Jesus, man. Be serious for once, dude. Be fucking serious, dog. This isn't funny. Freshmen aren't allowed to have cars on campus, which is fucking stupid. I don't know if that's a real rule at certain colleges, but that's fucking stupid. But anyway, so 07 is good. Revenge of the Fallen, I think, is funny as fuck. It's like, it gives like Spider-Man 3 levels of entertainment to me, the Tobey Maguire one, because it's so fucking bad that I just can't help but enjoy it. It's so funny because everything doesn't make sense. Like the ancient plane transformer, instead of, just turning into a fucking plane and flying Shia LaBeouf and the Funky Bunch over to Egypt, he's like, I'll teleport you there. Brother, just fucking turn into a plane, fly him over there, and then give him the exposition. Like, I get it's quicker, but like, they don't ever use it ever again in the movies. Outside of, I think, the third one. It's when they try to bring the planet Cybertron, I think, to Earth, which is fucking stupid, but whatever. But yeah, Revenge of the Fallen, not a good movie, but I think it's hilarious. And then Dark Side of the Moon. I think this movie's a little overrated. A lot of people really love this movie. I don't think it's bad. It's just, I don't think this movie's amazing. The first hour to hour and a half, I genuinely think is unwatchable. It's so fucking boring. That first hour and a half. Like, you have Bumblebee dealing with Iran's nuclear deal. The fucking moon landing reenactment. It's fucking boring. Sam, they put a fucking montage of Sam going to job interviews. Like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Just show me the robots. Do something. The movie gets good though once Shia LaBeouf, once he figures out that the Decepticons need Sentinel Prime or whatever, so they can do their plan, which doesn't make any fucking sense. But yeah, so once it hits that point and they go on the highway and they start fighting and shit, that is when the movie is genuinely great. I love the ending. And yes, I do think Optimus executing Sentinel Prime and Megatron is fucking hilarious. That's another thing I like about this movie, that is unnecessarily brutally violent. It's so fucking funny to me. But yeah, so I cheated. I put 3 movies there. But yeah, Transformers 07, I think it's a good movie. Revenge of the Fallen is fucking hilarious, and Dark Side of the Moon is unhinged. And then the final movie I have here is a Netflix movie. So you already know you're getting something great here when you have Netflix attached to it. And that is Always Be My Maybe. It's like a romantic movie. It stars Randall Park and Ali Wong. Just A-tier movie couple. You know what I mean? I barely remember what this movie's about. I just remembered I liked it, and I rewatched it one day, like a few years ago, and I still liked it, which is fucking weird. It's like about Randall Park and Ali Wong. They both went to the same high school, or they both grew up together, and they started dating in high school. They had an awkward one-night stand, and then they went their separate ways. Randall Park stayed living with his dad, I think, and he was like trying to be a musician and shit. He works with his dad, actually. I think it's like an electrical company or something like that. But he does, he has a band on the side. And Ali Wong, I think she became a chef, like a professional chef. I can't remember what her character was. But yeah, it's just them kind of rekindling that high school love, you know? Which is just lovely, right? Don't you love that? Keanu Reeves is in the movie, and he plays Keanu Reeves, but he plays mean Keanu Reeves, which is fucked up. And all I remember is like they go on a date where Randall Park is dating some weird girl, and Ali Wong, I don't know if she's dating Keanu Reeves or if that was just her date to the dinner, but like, why the fuck is Keanu Reeves here? It was the strangest thing. Almost as strange as this guac I'm sipping right now. But yeah, I couldn't even tell you what the plot of the movie is outside of just the basic facts that you can look up on Google. But yeah, I had to include that because I just remembered it when I was writing guilty pleasure movies, and I was like, why did I like this movie? Like, I really don't like romantic movies that much. I love romance, but like, you know, I don't know. But those are my guilty pleasure movies. I would love to see if any of you guys have watched, I mean, I'm sure most of you have probably seen like Transformers, or at least heard of it, and maybe Jennifer's Body. If any of you have seen Always Be My Maybe, did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Give me some of your guilty pleasure movies too. I love reading these. But that's about it. See ya.